And so because you like my non-weeb emotes. I've tried to keep a set of non-weeb emotes, but part of the problem though is like, let's say the Jax emote. That is actually, if I looked at it, of my current set of emotes, I bet you that is my least used emote.
Of your form.
Thank you, Jadams95. And I'll say that every time, and I'm probably gonna remove it one day. Because it's just such an unusable emote. It's just a terrible emote. What do you do? Oh, it's Jax. When do you use Jax? What, when you see Jax? When someone plays Jax? When Jax makes a good play? What emotion are you trying to convey? When do you put that onto a sentence?
30 seconds until minions spawn.
I mean, I play Jax all the fucking time,
The strong
and
will rise.
it barely ever gets used. Versus, look at my Weebmotes. I get subscriptions all the time from when I'm offline, not doing anything, from people who just want the Weebmotes.
Some faster than others.
Just random people. It's just random people.
Minions have spawned.
I've tolerated gods and kings long enough.
What about emotes of me? They were the most underutilized emotes of all time, I think. The emotes of me were utilized by maybe, and this is being generous, a dozen people across all of Twitch. People would say, oh, I use them in other channels to annoy people. Oh yeah, there's a dozen of you who want to do that. Wow. Better base my entire emote line around that. People are definitely going to subscribe for that reason.
What I hunger for is war. My howl heralds war and death. For the wolves.
Yeah, I had one person named post Hashinshin Kappa only. Yep, I better base my entire emote set around one dude.
This war is just beginning. Where are your gods now?
You guys also have to remember, the real irony is I need to make my brand strong enough, by my brand I'm talking about literally the Hashinshin name, strong enough to where people want to use Hashinshin emotes. So the real irony, the real joke, is that by having a bunch of emotes that nobody wants to use, nobody's gonna use them because they're emotes that only people will use if I'm popular enough to use them. So it's pretty much a situation where they're never gonna get used because they're never gonna get used.
Witness the end of an empire.
An enemy has been slain.
Why are you running up? You just don't give a shit, do you?
I will save the world from its weakness.
He just kind of ran up and last hit me, or last hit the minion. I was super confused. Nasus is one of the champions I think pretty much is always going to have to use teleport. And I'm not entirely sure why he didn't use teleport. And he's not running away. Okay. Can I get some support to make sure?
These petty tyrants are weak. I am not.
Question is, do I wait for Twisted Fate or do I go right now? Because he's just kind of healing up right now. And Twisted Fate backed off. Why did I wait? I should have just went for the kill trade. God damn it, Twitch chat. God damn it.
We are all wolves.
Risk taker. Literally just walk up and kill him. And that's all it would take. You literally just walk up and kill him. He had like 200 remaining HP.
Crucible of violence.
Who wins later, Darius or Nasus? Depends on a lot of things, actually.
Endless conflict lies.
Darius can definitely win even into the late game with the right item set, but he kind of needs to build specifically and only to fight Nasus. Whereas Nasus can pretty much build whatever the fuck he wants and win.
Of control.
You have to go specifically with a Thornmail build, with an all armor build. Probably in a, like it has to be like Thornmail, Adaptive Helm, Dead Man's.
All life will be reforged. Rid on you.
And if he has too many stacks on his passive, he'll just kill you anyway. That's the other thing it depends on. How badly are you able to keep him down?
Laws make people timid, frail. Gods now. You're destroy the wolves. I'm not a savior. I'm an executioner. Where are your gods now?
Wait, he went Sheen? I am very confused by that one. I am trying to murder you, and you are not building a defensive item.
God's is coming. Beautiful, unending war.
The fat-ass Nasus hitbox blocked the cane.
Prison of peace.
Yeah, I'm feeling like this is a really risky move. You know, diving someone with Darius. As we all know, Darius is a very weak champion to kill people with because of his low damage.
My pack demands royal blood.
I wish it would unnerf Klepto for melee champions. I actually think Klepto on melee champions was pretty fun. They nerfed it because of Gangplank and Ezreal. In my opinion, if you proc Klepto with a melee ability, it should go back to its old values. I think Klepto Jax was the last time I actually felt like legitimately good playing Jax. Because you could get your... Oh, okay. Because the Klepto Jax could pretty much play into anything. Because you had such good stats. You had the free boots. You had, geez, what was it? The Biscuit helped you through the laning phase. Then make make Fiora's Q a ranged ability, for fuck's sake. Like, I don't get it. Fiora's Q has been broken with grass for the longest time. It's her most viable rune by far. I know you guys don't like watching Darius, but playing Jax right now kind of fucking sucks. You need such specific things to happen to get Jax off the ground. You can use him as a decent counter pick, but I can only counter pick like a third of the time. Shit. That's kind of fine. It gives him the turret and it stops Nasus from last hitting. Unless this guy pussies out and doesn't get the kill. Are you kidding me? Just, oh my god. York is awful. York is actually so awful to the point of just actually being pointless. Why did they have to buff Nasus' passive again? I feel like this is gonna be a thing. The problem with Nasus is that you don't play League of Legends when you fight Nasus, you play League of Nasus. Where you don't really play the game, you play against Nasus. So you have to do wacky things like hold the wave, make sure to 3-man dive him, never let him touch the minion wave. And it just kind of sucks. Oh yeah, and he's definitely not a stat check. You ever notice something in common with champions I hate? They're all fucking stat checks that there's nothing you can do. All-day trucks wasn't a stat check. I actually had a lot of fun fighting against all-day trucks. What do you mean putting the wolf howl on a spammable ability was a dumb idea? Woo! Woo! Okay. Woo! Yep, the auto attack on Rise got canceled. Kaisa is so fair and balanced, said literally no one ever. But we're never gonna nerf her because she's a fappy, spappy, slut character who we're trying to sell more skins for. I like how even the pros are like, maybe it's time to nerf Kaisa. And Roddy's like, no, not our Kaisa. But look at her boob window. But doesn't that make you want to buy skins? You love talking to yourself. I'm literally streaming, you dumb retard. That's literally what I do. See, my job is to make it seem like you guys have friends. I'm just not sure that going full offense on Nasus playing from behind is the way to do it. You're basically relying on you catching people out in 1v1s. Jesus, I have to read this every day. Asus Strix Magnus. Yeah. Dick. Dick. Oh, Thresh ran away, that bitch. Wow, they lost both turrets, huh? That's impressive. Mage itemization is overpowered. Kai'Sa's overpowered. Mages are running bot lane. Better nerf Conqueror. Sorry, that's my impression of Riot video games. Seriously, 3 keystones are used for top lane, and they nerfed the weakest one. Can you just die? Oh, right. I forgot they've got no base.